at the end of each academic year. Next. Hindi and Sanskrit together. Lesson notes are given as such in all other subjects. Monthly and lesson-based tests are conducted. Worksheets, PPT, activity, all these things are included in their teaching learning purpose. Next. A few resource links for Hindi. Next, yeah. These are the resource links for Malayalam. Malayalam resource links. You may make a note of it. Next. In all subjects, these are the resource materials which we give, textbooks, handouts, worksheets, PPTs, activities all together. Next. Arabic and next one. French. These two we are not giving any links because all the study materials which are given is more than enough for the children. Next. Tamil. A few links for Tamil. Next. Resource link materials for Tamil. As such, in all subjects, we cover all these resource materials at school. Next. The world belongs to those who read. I would like to tell a few sentences about this. You all know, dear parents, but let me once again remind you the importance of reading. You insist on regular reading of course book as well as extra reading of the languages offered by your child, as reading alone will increase their vocabulary, make them competent in speaking and writing, and widen their horizons. Unless your ward is good at understanding a language, she will not be able to comprehend any other subject matter as a medium of instruction is English. Likewise, to excel in other languages also, reading is a must. So kindly make it a point that your ward uses her free time in reading good books. For all the subjects, as I told you earlier, we provide with excellent notes. Can you go to the next slide? We provide with excellent notes and everything. These are again a few sites for mathematics. Links for science. Next. A few more links for science. Next. Social science. Next. Again, social science, some extra question links. Yeah, as I told you before, along with all other things, we give exclusive handouts, worksheets, teacher energized resource manuals, and NCRT exemplar questions. From there also we give enough hot questions for your children. So whatever learning materials are given from here, it is uploaded in MST periodically. Kindly make use of the same. Now we come to the evaluation pattern. Next slide. Okay, this is again ICT Scratch. This is various kinds of tools being used by ICT for your students from classes 5 to 8. Next. This is the evaluation pattern. I would like to tell you now. CBSE has laid out a clear pattern for assessing a child. Other than formal tests and exams, various assessments are done for the continuous and comprehensive evaluation of students. It varies from subject to subject. Languages will have different activities and core subjects will have different activities. So the very first one is actually the periodic test, which is a written test for the children, and then we conduct it out of 20 marks and then reduce it to a lower limit, so that right now we are not telling exactly the marks which is given, so it will depend. It will be given to you before the exam starts. It will be given to you, and before any internal assessments are done, the teachers will give the evaluation criteria to you. In advance it will be given, so it won't be difficult for the children as well as you. When it comes to multiple assessments, we have quizzes, oral tests are there, concept map is there, exit cards are there, and then various other visual expressions. So many things are there. These are a few activities. Along with that, there are so many activities for multiple assessments, which teachers use as a medium to assess your child. Then it comes to portfolio. Portfolio is a very important thing in internal assessment, that the child is supposed to keep a file of his own on various classwork, homework, and then peer assessment, self-assessment, all is journals and reflections on various things that are done in the class, and various other activities that gets added up throughout the year. And at the end of the year, or maybe at the end of the term, when the child passes out from the school, the child will have lot of things which the child has, over the years the child has acquired, the achievements of the child. So it can be taken later on also into his or her life. Then comes subject enrichment activities and art integrated activities. We incorporate art with the subject activities, and based on that various activities are done. When it comes to English, it is called assessment of speaking and listening. And other subjects, there are various other activities concerned with that particular subject, which is done within the classroom, and some projects are given. Children are made to do it in groups as well as individual activities are also done in the class. All these activities, whichever is being done, whichever is being evaluated for the child, the evaluation criteria will be given in advance to you, so that the children are not, even children and you, both of you are not in the dark regarding these assessments. Now, subject teachers will apprise the student with the rules to follow for each activities well in advance, and they will give them full support in drawing the best out of them. Then the next slide, please. An academic year is divided into 2 terms, and in each term, a child's report is made on the following. A periodic test, as I told you before, it comes in internal assessment, and then comes multiple assessments, portfolios, subject enrichment activities. I have told you all these 4 before also. These all are internal assessments. Then come the term examination. Term examination, at the end of each term, we have a term examination. Actually, it's a bigger magnitude, and out of how much we are going to assess and everything will be given at least a month in advance, along with the schedule for the exams. And a schedule at a glance, I'm just going to give you not the precise dates, but just a month. Kindly move to the next slide. Term 1, we will have PT1 in June 2022, and half yearly we will have in September 2022. The exact schedule will be given to you later. And term 2, again we will have PT2 in December 2022 and yearly exam in March 2023. This is how we divide the term into 2. And for middle section, we have these main exams, assessments being conducted. Others are all internal assessments, and the dates and the mode of doing it and all will be given to you by the subject teachers. Next. Now this is a grading scale based which is being given. 91 to 100 is A1 grade, 81 to 90 is A2 grade, 71 to 80 B1 grade, 61 to 70 B2 grade, 51 to 60 C1 grade, 41 to 50 C2, 33 to 40 D grade, and 32 and below, the child needs improvement. For improvement, naturally, we always have remedial classes and all those things for children who actually need it, we provide it so. And based on this only, based on the course, it is a scholastic grading scale. Your child's academic grading scale. Kindly move to the next one. At school, we periodically class tests are conducted after the completion of a particular topic, lesson or chapter. Kindly ensure that your ward is regular in studies at home. Many written works are done in the class. The child has to complete the written work and get it corrected by the teachers. Many hands-on activities and experiments are done in languages, debates, discussion, storytelling. All these things, everything happens within the classroom, in the lab, or maybe the hands-on experience. Various paraphernalia from the lab is brought to the class and students are given hands-on experience for the same. Kindly ensure at home, kindly change the slide now. At home, your role is kindly ensure that your ward comes neatly dressed in complete uniform to school. Only needed books for that day should be in the bag. Healthy snacks and water to be sent with the child. Regarding attendance of your ward, it is very important as their studies depend on that. Studies will not be disrupted if attendance is less. Naturally, the child will not be able to keep up with the class. Kindly try your maximum to ensure that you do not take any leave during the academic period unless it is a case of emergency. Kindly strictly monitor your ward's studies at home. Also, allot them proper time for studies and play also so that they complete their work, what is required of them for the next day, and nothing remains pending. As I told earlier, tests and exams will be conducted periodically. Kindly monitor their performance after each test so that you know where the child stands. Be in touch with your ward's class teacher as well as the subject teachers. We have parent-teacher interactions in each term. But kindly do not wait for that to raise your concerns and queries. Whenever you are in need, the teachers are there to help you out. Regulate your word's screen time. Only you can do it. We know that for the past 2 years, we had to rely on gadgets for their learning purpose, but now we have come back to the normal physical classes. No study materials are sent through WhatsApp. Only messages and circulars are sent, and that too to your number. So the child has nothing to do with the phone whatsoever. During their free time, encourage them to listen to good English speeches, conversations, and to read good books, as I told you earlier. Together, we can mold a generation with right values instilled in them for them to become better, constructive architects of tomorrow. Thank you so much. And now I thank you for your precious time, dear parents. I now call upon Mrs. Nishida Manoj, School Counselor, to brief you on inclusive education policies.
Thank you, ma'am. Happy morning to all. Our focus is to provide safe, secure and nurturing climate in which a child can develop healthy coping skills. We observe and identify the barriers to learning and helping the child to remove those barriers through individual or group counseling sessions. When a child shows inappropriate or unacceptable behavior, he or she faces academic difficulties or shows a challenge in the pattern of relationship with siblings, parents or peers, the child faces self-esteem or self-confidence issues. The child has issues with anger or chronic sadness, or the child has exam fear or stress. Dear parents, please note these are some indicators where a parent can realize that they need to reach out for the help. We identify the students with special needs. Once the process is complete, the child is given remedial help through the formation of individual education plans and other conditions. Inclusive education is an umbrella term which is based on the belief that every child is a unique learner and can realize the full potential if provided equal opportunities. Next slide, please. As per CBSE circular, inclusion is not just about including children with disabilities. It's about embracing the idea that diversity is a reality and therefore each child is a unique learner. Next slide, please. Next. Students once included in the list as per the formal assessment report, they are eligible for the following concessions as per the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016. Extra time for the exams, enlarged board question papers if it is a vision impairment case, adult prompter or reader, only based on the difficulty level of the child. The inclusive education policy of our school is we include every child in spite of any disabilities because we consider each child is a unique learner. But the concessions and other accommodations can be provided only based on the parent's consent letter and a valid medical certificate in case of a physical disability or the Rehabilitation Council of India certified person's psychological assessment report. As per the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016, CBSE provides concessions for 21 disabilities. Next slide, please. If you need any help from our side, please get back to us. Please remember, whatever you say to us or whatever documents you share with us is treated with respect and confidentiality. BOD has initiated 24/7 telecounseling service for all the Indian school students. The number for this service is 90-990-444. If you need any help from our side, help is always available. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Now, I humbly request our respected principal, Dr. Lina Francis, to the gathering.
A very, very happy morning to you all. I can see a lot of students, parents, smiling faces. April 23rd, 2022. A parent or lesson session. You have been listening to our vice principal in terms of the academic informations and our counselor, what is the extra help what we provide. I'm sure each father and mother and a child is sitting and listening to us. Before I begin, I just want all of you to hold your child's or children. If suppose there are two children who are studying in the middle section, please hold their hands and just give a smile to each other. Please do that. I really mean it. Suppose father is at work, mama is at home. Suppose mama is at work, father is at home. And some of the students, both parents are listening to us. And sometimes it may be one child who is in the middle section, other there are 2 or 3 or 4. Whoever it might be, whatever the number be, your hands are large enough, wide enough, long enough to hold them and give a pat, give a touch. Simple reason being, they are into the new academic year, 2022. We are all busy with various activities. When I'm talking to my parents, I know how busy you are. What are the challenges you are facing due to the post-COVID or during COVID, etc., etc. Be it in terms of your job related, your finance, your economic conditions, and your health conditions. There are a lot of challenges all of us are facing. However, we are all stepped into a new academic year. So congratulations to every parent of ISAS and to all my dear students. To us, when we say education, it's not just the scholastic area or the academic region. We do provide a lot of co-scholastic activities and opportunities too. Last week, you must have received a circular on clubs. Various clubs are being initiated. For class 6, 7, 8, of course, they know because last year they have been enjoying. But the number of members were very less last year. For class 5, it is a new initiative, though there were clubs in primary section 3 and 4. So first and foremost, if you have not enrolled your child's name, please kindly enroll. Clubs are very, very important for the all-round development. We do provide various, nearly 9 to 10 different clubs are there. And another activity what school is doing is Go Green. You all know the earth, it belongs to every living being. And then trees, the plants, of course, it has got its own importance. Being in the Gulf country, we have our limitations, but then school is trying to just create a kind of a habit in children. So to be please become part of Go Green also. Sargotsav, you must have heard about it. It is a various competitions which school provides for the students. Each child can take part a maximum of 5 different solo activities. The circle will be coming to you soon, and please kindly encourage your ward to participate maximum of 5 solo events, and of course many group events also. Instructions will be given to you. Let them win, let them get 3rd position or consolation or 1st position. Doesn't matter. The child has to take part in all the activities. That is what is more important, dear parents. So please kindly do encourage them. And in case your ward is not winning a position, a prize, please do not say anything. Tell them next time. There is always a next time. This is another thing which I would like to bring to your attention. And we have got a lot of sports activities too. Our sports department, one more teacher has joined, and we have 4 in number, and various specific skills and then games we are giving coaching. So I touch upon all the various activities other than scholastic. Exam system, of course, Shiny ma'am has already appraised you. We have basically got 2 periodic tests and then 2 term examinations. I hope you have noticed that. And again, diary is following. They will be reaching to you soon. So it's very clearly indicated into that. Coming to summer vacation, we had actually posted that circular somewhere in October 23rd of 2021. But I was made to understand that some parents have missed it, or they have some doubt regarding that. So I would like to repeat on that. That is 16th June will be the last working day before the summer, and then which is Thursday. So 17th onwards, summer vacation starts. And 7th of August, Saturday, it ends, and 8th August will be starting by the grace of God. Coming to the winter break, the last working day is 22nd of December, and then will be opening on 8th January 2023. This is how the summer and winter breaks are being scheduled. It's already very much reached you, but there are some newly admitted students, so then for their awareness, I just repeated that. Coming to the leaves, and since I spoke about this vacation, let me also touch upon the leave formalities. When I was going through the daily attendance, I can see that there are so many students are taking leave. We do understand that there are a lot of physical sickness, difficulties. Maybe that's one of the reasons. And this last 2 years of their online classes, you must have noticed a lot of changes have occurred in our students. Their behavior, their mannerisms, their attitude, and many more things, many more aspects have changed. Do not expect them to get back in 1 day time, in 1 week's time, or 2 weeks' time. School, we need your dear parents, we need your cooperation and support for bringing back the kind of attitude, be it be respect, be it be punctuality, be it be systematic study behavior. We need the support for that. From 7:10 to say 1:45, they are with us after the Ramadan training. But then that is not enough for our children to get back to their regular routine, study habits, and all the other mannerisms and an attitude. We teachers, we can see a sea change in the behavior. It is not our kids' mistake. It so happened that they were all stuck at their home. Earlier, we have been telling always sharing and caring is one of the best motto. Last 2 years, we have been telling do not share, stay safe, be alone, do not touch, don't give shaken, don't talk, always wear mask. So we have exactly opposite things we have been instructing our children. And we are expecting them to get back to the same situation immediately. It will not happen. They are not gadget bearing. The moment you put it on and it functions as earlier. No, it is not. We understand that. Similar way, dear parents, you also have to understand this, and you have to be together. We have to help our children to get back to the required type of behavior, which includes the timely attending the class, completion of the homework, self-study behavior, approach towards the teacher, the respect towards the elders. There are a lot more. I can speak for hours and hours together. I don't want to make it very long. What I'm trying to say is that we, being elders, we must understand that our children, they need our help. They need our advice. They need our counseling. They need more than anything our time, quality time. Why I began my interaction with you by asking your children to just touch, just to hug, just give a shake hand, just pat. Why? Because many times we are forgetting that. We are all running up and down for providing the best food, the best facilities, the best bag, the best dress to make the birthday the best celebration. But more than anything and everything, our kids need your presence. I didn't say anything new, dear parents. You all know this. Orientations are always just reminders, not to give a new information many times. Regarding the interaction in the school, if a child is absent, we are expecting you to inform the teacher that my ward is so and so, and with the number of course class teacher knows will be absent because of the reason. If it is more than 3 days, till 3 days, class teacher, of course, that information is enough. But if it is more than 3 days, I would like to know. So please kindly, either you can send a letter or you can send a mail. Most probably, I am trying to reach you all by saying that don't expect to write a long reply, noted. And it will be, the copy will be going to the section heads. Every day is important, dear parents, for the child. Every period is important for the child. So in case, of course, due to this COVID reasons, we can't ensure that, we can't insist upon that, yeah, you must send your children every day. I can't say that. But whenever possible, wherever possible, if you can monitor, you can observe. And if you feel that the child is actually not sick, maybe a bit of laziness or something of that, negligence, something of that, kindly encourage and motivate them to attend the class. They miss a day, it's gone actually speaking. You may be managing to get the notes, but notes are only 1/10 of the academics what we do. A teacher interacts in the class, they explain, they show them the PowerPoint presentations or videos, the audio what they see, the video what they do. There are a lot more. The school is doing a lot more. It's not just the many parents who tell me, ma'am, we have finished the notes. Note writing is over. I don't say every time to everybody because note writing is only very, very small fraction of the academics what we do. So then here, dear parents, I'm not answering the chats now. I'm just talking to you. I'm not reading from anywhere. I thought that I have to talk to you all a lot of important aspects. So I'm not reading from anything. So please don't kindly. I won't be replying to your chat messages now. Yes. Now coming to the sending the message and then the reply by the class teacher. The teachers are here from 7 o'clock and their working time is till 2:10. So then each teacher we have requested to give a kind of an information to the parent, a particular 1 hour time. Please don't expect them to immediately reply if your message is going by 10 o'clock in the night. They are also human beings. They have a family to look after. Many our teachers, I can tell you, they are the most meticulous and the hardworking and the diligent set of teachers. And they do reach to you, I know, most of the time. There are some, of course, in every system there will be new teachers, and some of them will be having some of the physical issues or health issues. It all happens, dear parents. You all understand each other. I know you have been doing it also. So in case if any teacher fails to reply to you immediately, please kindly. And if it repeats, yes, you can always inform me. There were the last week one parent had told, and very, very convincingly I have told the teacher also. And when I asked, the teacher was sick that evening. That was the reason. And and they won't be able to declare to you, although I'm sick, I want a message. Does not look nice. So please kindly have some patience. And if it repeats, yes, please kindly inform me or Shiny ma'am so that we will be looking into it without revealing your identity. So I was talking about the leave. So kindly see that what is attending the class maximum. Regarding the vaccination, the ones who have completed 12 years, as per the rule, they supposed to be getting vaccinated. But I understand that vaccinations are not available in many of the places. So, I have told Shiny ma'am that is a request from your end. Hard copy will be sending to you, and it is a request from your end that you are requesting us to make the child attend the class, physical classes. Since so and so reason, vaccination is not able to do. You couldn't do the vaccination, you couldn't take the vaccination, reason you may write. Maybe it's not available or whatever it might be. That is only for the information for the children who have completed 12 years and more. Most of them have taken the vaccination, but some of them could not, especially the ones who are in class 7. So kindly send that request to us. So I was talking to you about the interaction with the teacher, interaction with the principal, and on appointment you can of course meet me or vice principal or teacher, but kindly take a prior appointment. There were times where parents used to call me and ask me, when can I get it? I said, see, the teachers are all in the class. You will not be able to get a reply immediately. I can't disturb the teacher when the teacher is teaching in the class. So a bit of tolerance, a bit of patience is definitely appreciated whenever you are approaching us for anything for that matter. Coming to the worksheets and the self-learning, I was reaching to that area then. Please kindly make sure that your child is studying a minimum of 2 to 3 hours. Of course, it varies from 5, 6, 7, 8. I am meeting the parents of the students of 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 to 3 to 4. That is the small transition timing for the self-study of the child. Whenever the child is a low achiever, when we meet, the parents will tell us, no, we are sending for tuitions. My dear, most respected parents, school is not looking forward for you to send a child for any extra support. We teachers, the system is supporting and teaching and then giving what is required. What you have to provide is kindly follow our instructions. General circulars are always sent in the class group. And the worksheets are being sent now, the physical copies, the hard copies are being sent. And we are also posting them in our website and also in the MST. More than all this, if you have still some confusions and doubts, please kindly contact the class teacher. Regarding the uniform, Shani spoke at length. Yes, I just want to touch upon only one area about the socks and the shoes. You always take care that the shirt and the pinafore of the pant is being ironed. But I have seen students, the socks is not getting changed every day. You may think it's not important, but that's the most important part I'm telling you. The feet and the socks, the cleanliness is very important. And the underwear and inner garments. So both parents, please kindly make sure that the child's socks is changed every day. Feet sweat a lot. And of course the shoes. If it is not fitting to a child, the child will never be comfortable. Polished, neat shoes and socks. I'm touching upon only that area. And the hair is. Girls, let them wear neatly. Let them plait the hair or tie neatly. Likewise, boys' haircut. I have seen children, their hair is falling onto the eyes. And they have to quite often in stylish way they do this. We don't mind if it is a party. But they are coming to school. These are, when I mentioned about the behavioral changes, attitudinal changes, these are some of the points which I would like. I thought that I will be very specific in this aspect because haircut, it is not only the child's mistake. Of course, I request both parents to take care of this. Nice? Yeah. So that's about that. And then about the next thing is that you must have noticed that we had done in the first week and the second week, only revision was kept. No new topics were taught. Simple reason being, numerologically or rather numerical value they have gone by, say the class 4 child has gone to 5 child has gone to 6, but how much academically, how much psychologically they have really moved to the next academic year, we all know that. I don't have to elaborate upon that aspect. The school has been trying, and even we have been trying to reach you during this last 2 years online. A lot of activities we conducted, a lot of program talk shows, and of course the examination, everything we have conducted. Still, there's a difference. So when I come talk about the self-study, and then I was talking about let us recall. So you must have received a worksheet. It is actually, we didn't want to put as a text and any name as an examination there, but we put it as let's recall. It was actually a recap test what we have conducted to see, to diagnose that what is the academic gap in this year for each and every child. And we have taken analysis of that from different subjects. And we observed, our HODs have reported to me that yes, there are a lot of gaps. We can't keep saying that there are a lot of gaps. We have to fill up those gaps. We have to compensate those gaps. We have to come out of those gaps. That's why we have done a worksheet they must have got. Let's recall. It was a recap test. So different subjects had its own limitations. Now, how are we going to compensate it? First and foremost, I told about worksheet. Please ensure that children are writing. See, giving the worksheet to teacher's part, school's part, but completing the worksheet, submitting it on time, it is definitely the student supposed to do with your support. You please kindly monitor that activity. The written habit of the children have reduced tremendously. Do you agree with me? You may note, I can see many of the parents, I'm just keeping it the general gallery mode. I can see you all noting. Their spellings, they become very lazy for writing. Unfortunately, CBSE system still has not changed into tabs or laptops or softwares. Our 10th and 12th board exam will be starting from April 26 onwards. They have to write 2 hours of descriptive answers. 2 marks, 3 marks, 5 marks answers. Of course, we are all having that challenge, and 10th and 12th teachers, of course, various steps we have taken for that. But I'm trying to say, our students' written habit have reduced tremendously. Even if they type only not inappropriate, very easy spellings. So now it's our time. We have to make sure that they are completing the worksheets. Written work should be enhanced. So this is one of the areas where the homework. We also have given different specific dates for homework submission. For example, Sunday English, Monday mathematics, or say Tuesday science. But I'm not exactly saying what is the subject wise. What I'm trying to say, the policy is taken, a procedure we have made like this. It is for the submission of the work, so that no 2 subjects are being crushed and crumbled and then test or rather being asked to submit on the same day. If your ward is complaining that so much of work is to submit to do that because they have not done on the previous weeks. Or the weekends are not utilized properly. You should understand that. It is not that we are asking the previous day and then ask to submit immediately the next day. No, it will never happen. It will never happen. They were all given the work well in advance. Since they have not completed it on time, they have to do everything, maybe sitting late night. So the immediately parent will call me, ma'am, there's so much of work is given. No, it is not like that. So please kindly check with the homework what is being given. And the submission days are all differentiated. And we have, Fanny has already explained to the various internal assessments. Lot of internal assessments we do. And some percentage of mark is being taken. So kindly make sure that is being done. Likewise, notebook completion also. In the class, they're supposed to complete. In case they are not able to complete, please don't ask for WhatsApp notes. Do not make them do not get into a habit of getting a note from their peer group, in the sense of their friend, the classmate. The moment you do once, they know that it's okay. In the class, it's okay. I can be very slow. I can do something else. But evening, my father or mother will get the note from one of my friends. Their parents is a very wrong practice. Kindly do not do that. Make sure that even if it's incomplete, the next day there is a research time. Morning they have time, afternoon they have time. Make sure that your child is completing the notes on his own or her own. Don't give them that leverage. Please. When you plan your leave, your annual leave, as we mentioned already, see to that maximum it is within this summer vacation or winter break. We do understand various corporates have got its own policy. I do understand it may be a small percentage, but maximum see to that the child is not missing the class. In case if your God is having any medical issue, your class teacher must be the first person to know about it. Kindly inform us, and then it will be in turn it will be given to the staff nurse. It's all for our children's safety. I think I spoke at length. There's so much is never good. So I touched upon almost all the general points. Once again, before I wind off, I just want you to be very, very careful about, or rather be thoughtful about one thing very important. Your health, dear parents. Your health. Our babies are very small. They're in the age group of say 9 years to 13 years. They do not know anything in the world. They need you to become confident and excellent personalities. We are all busy with our work, but I request once again, kindly take care of yourself. Your health is very important for our children. Once again, thank you very much for your cooperation and support, and for anything and everything, we are here with us. Together, we have to make this academic year also an excellent one. When we celebrate EduCell 20, that is Indian School Al-Seed, we are celebrating 20 years of its excellence. It is possible only by virtue of all the senior parents and the children who have gone out, their parents, the society, the cooperation of the school management committee members, and then the other senior administrators. These are all collective responsibility. We are planning to have our grand celebration. You must have noticed that last 1 year we have been having a lot of activities under the name of title of EduCell 2020. 20 years of celebration. So we'll be coming to the culmination of that somewhere in August, September. So I think this is completing by the grace of God, by virtue of all the cooperation of the parents, 20 years of its service to the society. Then when we say education for excellence, when we say there are dreams where the dreams unfold into reality, let us all pray to Almighty that all our dreams are unfurling into reality. And our children are doing excellently well, extremely well in terms of education, scholastic and post-scholastic. With this, I wind up. Thank you all. We are closing the session. We will, as next session is being planned for the other department, so then we are closing the session. In case if you have got any queries or anything, you can approach your class teacher. As I mentioned already, if the class is not responding well, there is a section head. And again, I am always there for your service. Thank you all. Very nice.
Recording stopped.
Ma'am, we may close the meeting.